One of the highlights of the year are the quarterly sessions we have with Justin Reiter, who's the executive director of the historic Masonic Theater. And Justin, we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. We're looking forward to hearing about this spring set of shows. Welcome.
Well, thanks, Jerry. It's always good to be here and good to see you.
So let's get started. Let's talk about it. Probably before we really get going, I remember last year, it was so funny. We were trying to hook up with singer Jimmy Fortune, and we finally caught him as he was going down the road in Nelson County in the back of an SUV. And I thought, okay, this guy's pretty well known. He'll draw a decent crowd. And as it turned out, it was almost a record crowd, wasn't it?
It was. We were just shy of selling out that show, and we're so excited that Jimmy's going to come back. We're going to bring his band, and in March, we're bringing him March 22nd. He'll be back. So they're going to be traveling from Ohio that evening before, but maybe you'll be able to catch him before that, and he's not in an SUV and probably on his bus this time.
Well, most guys in their 30s would be lucky to keep up with this guy. So let's talk about the lineup as we go, month by month. Who's first on the ladder?
So the first thing is on the January 19th, we've got Wendy's Underground Party. As many of you know, Wendy Hedler, who used to run the tavern, is now our director of operations, and it's a perfect fit to have her have a party and lots of great interest. It's a $5 cover. We've got a DJ. It's all 80s themes. She's so excited about decorating. It's going to be a blast. So that's on the 19th. And then the following evening on Saturday, we've got everybody's favorite fun movie, Anchorman. So we want everybody to come back for that. We'll have full bar for that. So it should be a good time. February brings in, always the sweetheart stuff. So we've got Virginia Opry's bringing in a Patsy Cline tribute, their Sweetheart tribute, as they're calling it. And then Tammy over at the Arts Council has got Close to You, which is the music of the Carpenters. This thing is
be pretty cool.
Oh, this thing is selling like hotcakes. It's going to be amazing. And she's just a wonderful performer. And that voice of Karen Carpenter, it's just, so incredible. And then we're bringing back one of my faves, which is Tinsley Ellis. And last time that Tinsley was here, he brought his full band. This time he's got a brand new album out called Naked Truth. And that comes out right at the top of February. So we're getting him fresh on tour. And he's coming solo with his two amazing steel guitars. And he's going to tell you all about the old blues and the roots of blues and his travels over the last 40 years, and should be a really fun evening. And then
that's a unique character, if there ever was one. How did you first come upon Tinsley?
Well, I met Tinsley back in 1988 when I was working on the Lonesome Pine Special, which was a television series for PBS. And it was really based on, well, it wasn't based on, but we were going after the Austin City Limits crowd. And we had a lot of performers on that show that didn't get a lot of radio airplay. So we had Lyle Lovett before he was Lyle Lovett, Alison Krauss when she was 14, Sam Bush, Edgar Meyer. And Tinsley was one of those people that was on the show, then on Rounder Records, I think. And so I've known him for a long time, and he's just become this amazing, deep-seated roots aficionado of blues music. So it'll be a great evening. And then again, we'll have Wendy's Underground Party in February, featuring the band Old School, which will be a good time. And then in March, which is really exciting, is that March 9th, we'll be having a live online auction of the K. England quilt exhibit that is currently up in West Rock now, which is a world-class exhibit that you don't want to miss seeing. It not only includes quilts, but it includes pictures and autographs of famous women in history. And all of that will be auctioned off to benefit the theater in March. So we're very excited about that.
Justin, I don't know how many people have seen you put up a world class um, a set of boards for this exhibit. And I don't know how many people have seen it, but this is really well documented. It's beautiful. It's classy. And I think the bottom line is that when this auction occurs, the Masonic Theater is going to benefit tremendously from this. And Kay England she's just a walking jewel. There's nothing nothing less, more to say about it.
Well,
This ought to really be cool.
yeah, I think the two of you hit it off pretty well last year at the quilt retreat. So she will be back in her rare form again in March for the quilt retreats that happen the first couple of weeks in March. And then I'm really excited about it. It's something that you don't really get a chance to see. We are bringing one of the world's premier classic guitarists, Anna Vidovic, to town. Anna performs all over the world, and a short stint in Florida, and I was able to get her on the back end of that before she flies off to Czechoslovakia or Belgium or something like that. But she was a child prodigy, many awards, and it will be something that will absolutely astonish you if you are a guitar aficionado, if you like the classic guitar. It will, even if you don't, it will amaze you. And she's going to do a master class the next day, and there are only 5 places left for her master class. So if you're interested in that, we'll have that up on the website here pretty shortly. And then a couple of guys that we love that came in and did Simon and Garfunkel, Sean Altman and Jack Sculler, are coming back. And this time they're coming back with their Everly Brothers set. We mentioned it when they were here with Simon and Garfunkel, and everybody really wanted them to come back.
They were great. They were great, Justin. They really were.
They're really wonderful performers. So that should be a lot of fun. And then we had to do it in March. We're bringing Barbie. The movie Barbie is coming to the Masonic. So we're planning a pink party and all.
I said, "Hey, I hear the Sons are going to be coming to Masonic Theater." And he was laughing a little bit, eating some chicken. I mean, he's such he's a great performer. He's also a great guy from Stanton. And I said, is it true? Are your sons actually better than you two are? And they snickered a little bit, said that the Sons had been on tour, and said, yeah, we think so.
Yeah, they put on it's such a high energy show. I mean, they like to have fun, and I think that their show really shows how much fun they are having and taking on this, what I call Statler Brothers 3.0. It's just it should be a ball. And then we're going to go right into the 6-String Soldiers, which is the military music group. Tammy and the Arts Council are bringing them in April. And then Cora Dance will have their youth company showcase, which was a great hit last year. And then in May, I don't know how to tell you what we're going to do, but we're bringing Mutts Gone Nuts. to the theater. And this is, and as they say, expect the unexpected. These are all rescue dogs that do everything from frisbee to, I mean, it's all the dog tricks. They've been on television shows. It will be a raucous good time. It's an afternoon matinee right before Mother's Day. So it should be just a fun time on May 11th.
Mutt's gone nuts.
Mutt's gone nuts. Look it up on YouTube. Everybody can see what these great dogs do. They're all rescue dogs. So they really cherish that. We're going to work with the SPCA to come in and maybe have some puppies there as well. So that should be fun. and then at the end of May, Rick Ray, our wonderful filmmaker, is coming back, and he's going to take us on an African safari with his award-winning travel log. So we're really looking forward to that. You can go to Africa and never leave Clifton Forge. So that and the quilt exhibit is kind of what we've got going on for the next 3 or 4 months. And I may add a few things in June, and still working on what we're going to do in the summertime.
What a rundown. What a diverse rundown of a great shows. And Justin, when people think about buying a ticket online, and it's not the old days where everything is $3 and $5, but when you consider you want a little bit of entertainment in your life, of course you do. And so you used to go off to Roanoke, and you figure the cost of travel and all this, and so you're just coming to the historic Masonic Theater. It's a short drive. It's not like an hour and 15 minutes down and back. It's not all that cost of the gasoline and all. And all they have to do is go to historicmasonictheater.com and buy, and your portal is really cool. So, I mean, it's with this kind of lineup, I would imagine you're going to have quite a bit of demand.
We do right now. We're selling tickets right now, which is great. It's not quite enough to keep up with our cash flow, but we're inching closer. But I just got a report that last night, I mean, we sold about 40 tickets to a bunch of different shows last night. So I'm thankful for that. I'm really hopeful for our future to be able to get to a place where we're in a more comfortable cash flow area of business. We've still got constant maintenance on the building. Having all these shows and all the people in the theater puts wear and tear on the building. So we're trying to keep up with that as well. But we're so excited to have Wendy and Terry in our box office, and Caleb and Ethan behind the production area. So I think that we've got a great team, got a great bunch of shows, and we're ready to welcome people.
Justin, there's not very many people who can say that they have a production manager or a director of operations who throws a monthly party that everybody wants to go to.
Yeah, I think that's pretty unique. I'm excited that's happening.
Well, it's great to speak with you again. It looks like it's a tremendous lineup, and for all you do, and you do have a great crew. They, the lighting and sounding. I mean, it's the whole thing is a production, and you've got the performers, of course, but I mean, they got to look good and they got to sound good, and it's certainly. I mean, you never hear anything but wow when people leave the theater. So thanks again for what you do, and we appreciate you taking the time to give us this great rundown.
Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it. And if you want to volunteer at the Masonic Theater, we've got a social tomorrow on Wednesday at 5 p.m. in the Underground, where you can learn about what's going on at the Masonic and opportunities for volunteering. So we can always use volunteers.
Great. Thanks again.
Thanks, Jerry.